What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you guys for showing up to this video. I know that Littleton is probably not a group that many of you might have heard of, but they are a very interesting group in that they are a group of artists, a collective of artists all around the world who have been working together on an album via Discord for 2 years, more or less, I believe. And so, this is something that I'm really excited about. It's a very interesting project. Just the idea of a bunch of people around the world working together over Discord is, it's just something really unprecedented, I think, or not, maybe not unprecedented. I don't want to say it like it's never been done before, but it's just a really interesting concept, a very unique, at least for me, a very unique experience. The person who got in touch with me to make this video was actually Dustin Robbins. A lot of you guys may recognize him and his name from Putting Y'all On. He sends in a couple tracks every now and then. I believe he goes by Phoenix. I'm not sure if it's Phoenix or Phoenix Black, but he has sent in some really interesting tracks on Putting Y'all On. Very versatile person. He's been producing for around 10 years now, and he's just absolutely crazy with it, So I'm excited. I'm excited because if he has, any production on this, I'm certain it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So the group is called Littleton. The project is called Worldwide, which totally makes sense. I think it's really cool. The artwork is really interesting as well. At first glance, I didn't really know what it was, but the fact that it's like an astronaut, with a camera is really cool because it's called Worldwide, and it's just this really nice imagery already going into the project. So man, everything about this just seems really well put together so far. Everything about this seems very intentional. And you work for 2 years on something, that you're looking at every single detail, So I'm excited to jump into it. The links to this album will be in the description, as well as Dustin's Instagram. So definitely be sure to check this out if this is something that you're interested in, and show some love to these guys, show some support to these guys, because if you worked for 2 years on something, I'm sure you would love to get as many people to hear it as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do here with this as well. This is 8 tracks long. I'm not going to waste your time more than I already have. Let's jump into it. Track 1 is Worldwide.
Circle of friends, no ovals. I could gems like you off before they go postal.
Work spread all around the ozone. They even fuck with the promos. I brought the smoke in a bowl of
Just a smile, I'm happier than neglect. You lost me with the dial-up. How you expect to connect?
I checked in your tidal wave, again acting primal. Don't forget the aftershave when you cut and misbehave.
we might go worldwide. I've been waiting for this shit. Never slow, no time.
Oh,
Got me looking at my
nice.
wrist.
This 808 is going crazy right now, man. I love these, are they reversed? These really ambient melodies that just came in. They actually sound like they might be a sample. If it's not a sample, then that is just really well put together. It's mixed really cleanly, because I could swear this is just a reversed sample. But if it isn't, it sounds incredible. You guys really did a great job producing it. This was produced by Dustin and Dan. And Dan was the one who was just rapping when he said his last bar was, "Don't forget the aftershave when you're cut and misbehave." So he has some production on this as well, which it sounds really, really cool. The drums are hitting so hard. I'm absolutely loving this. And the way that you guys are trading verses back and forth, trading bars back and forth, is just awesome. Dan, Dixie, and Parks so far. That's just great. Hey. Wow. Seba's got some great lines in here so far.
Yeah, home like Depot. Swear I got
Home
the
like
cheat
Depot.
code, like up, down, left, right. Can't stop no red light.
Man,
Say
the
what I
Konami
said,
code
I
is
did
fire
something,
there.
sure, my baggage claims that I'm one down, leave my back sore. Fuck it, I ignore.
Outside, let's I pull up with the fit. Show no signs. I stop messing with that. We might go.
Nice. I like how you cut off the bitch there. That's really cool. You kind of leave us wanting more. It's like letting us know what word you're going to say, but cutting it off right there is just like, whenever someone's singing along to it, they're not going to cut themselves off. It's going to be one of those moments where you're singing along with the song, and then someone pauses the music and you just keep singing completely out of key, and you embarrass yourself. I'm certain that someone's going to just scream bitch when the song cuts off there. That's really funny. Man, you guys did a great job on this intro. Worldwide, so you guys are keeping with the theme of being around the world and being all spread out and still, you know, being able to work together and get this stuff put together. I really like the Google Fiber bar that Dixie spit. Like a spider with Google Fiber, my web is worlds wider, so like World Wide Web, but the spider, that's really cool. You know, that is really cool. So it's just keeping with this theme of being a group that is spread all around the world and still creating music together. I think it's great. I love that Seba brought something really different to the table with the way that he was kind of singing instead of just straight rapping. You know, this is a really great track. I love the production on this. Dustin and Dan, you guys killed it. Some of the drums, they remind me of some of Dustin's other beats that he's showed me. He always chooses these really interesting sounding, you know, snares and kicks. It's kind of a signature sound almost. You hear it and you kind of can tell that it's him. So that's great. That's great. Track 2 is Never Too Sure. Oh, this sounds familiar. I think Dustin might have showed me this one.
Okay, not yet. No, I got you. Never too sure with the triangle. We're never too sure when the pango. We're never too sure.
That's such a cool little melody. I'm gonna restart this. That little melody in the background is so great. The way that it was processed too. It sounds like it's coming from a really old, like, radio or something like that. You know, something really vintage sounding. It sounds squashed and kind of fuzzy and vintage. I love the way that that one main melody was mixed, man. And with the modern sounding drums, it's just such a cool contrast. So I love the strings too, the plucked strings. Payne and Dixie produced this one.
Okay, when you walk through, trying to be a guide when nobody gotta walk through. Turn it up a notch, yeah. No, I got you. Never too sure with the triangle. We're never too sure when the pango.
Man, Dixie has so much confidence. I love it.
Like that's cause life too short to be spinning on slots.
I love the multiple takes he did here. Just sounds like a wall of vocals. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm never too sure. All my senses on vacation, imagination.
The vocals that are pitched down.
The lights obscure.
Having that second vocal that's pitched down an octave underneath it just kind of sounds like it's you know, his inner demons or an underlying darkness that's just lingering there while he's spitting his verse. It's a cool effect.
Is you real? It's talking back from the void.
This beat is awesome, man.
Better tell me, is you real? It's talking back from the void.
Don't really want to deal with my problems is the story of my life. I love the background vocals too, man.
On the floor, that's on my own veins. Got my guts and my soul, that's the final place. I'm a bucket's getting too audacious. Far away, I'll need a newest spaceship. First I might snatch a new day shift. Slowly lose over fewer payments.
Oh, I love the Kubrick bar.
Went from aggressive, my past knew it. Present knows it, adolescence doubted, but on my brain. Couldn't care less about if I would assign main.
You know, whenever you have like a filter or an effect like this on someone's vocal, it can become very easy for them to become unintelligible. And you guys did a great job. Whoever engineered this one, let me see who it was. Dan did a great job at making sure that we can still understand what Zek is saying. You know, even though he does have this really vintage sounding filter, it sounds like he's running his vocals through an amp. You can still understand exactly what he's saying, which is really, really great. Props to you guys for that too. Oh, having that little bass just linger there in the foreground for a couple seconds to end it out. That's really cool. Having the bass cut off after everything else. Yeah, the outro with just the pitch down vocal sounds great. You know, I love that you guys use that as a method to reiterate the I think that's the hook, right? The chorus, blood on the floor, yeah, I'm never too sure. I think it is. I love that you guys used it as a method to like reiterate the chorus and still bring us down a little bit to close the track out. It's a really nice way to do that. So that sounds really cool, man. You know, the leads at the end there kind of reminded me of some old school West Coast hip hop. You know, they have the really bright sounding leads in their tracks. Love the drums. I love the sequencing to the drums, all the patterns. You know, they're just super bouncy. The switch up was really well done as well. It didn't sound like it was just out of left field. It didn't sound, you know, too abrupt. It was just a really nicely executed, you know, switch up. I think everybody brought it, you know, with their verses. And you know, Dan killed it on the engineering as well. So yeah, that's a really nice track. Track 3 is Mad Max. Have I heard this one? I think I have.
My heart goes out to the George Floyds and the poor boys still caught up.
I've definitely heard this one. This is a fire track, man. I'm just gonna vibe out to this one since this one's not technically a first reaction. I'm gonna read the lyrics and see if I can catch something that I haven't caught before. But I've heard this one before. This is a banger. This is a banger through and through. Produced by Nelson, Payne, and Dixie. Man, this like dystopian sort of a sound is just awesome. Sounds like a post-apocalyptic future of some sort, you know?
Heart goes out to the George Floyds and a poor boy still caught up in the system. Know the resistance, trap cutting cakes, celebrate loud, cutting all the fakes out.
Nice flow, man. That's fire.
If you throw me hell, I'll throw forgiveness. Got a holy spell, 2020 vision. Codependence was an older lesson. Never heard of my recipe, cause you can't murder my destiny. I've been mixing murder with the extra sheen. Hey, ball, take a K, give you a wall like Kmart.
God damn.
My soul is not for sale, bitch. That's one hell of
This
a
laid back dragging flow is so cool.
This ain't telekinesis. Still my mind is moving.
Fire, bro.
Wave, nigga, I'm a cruise ship. Could take the food right off your grill like I'm a toothpick. What I'm producing is a fuck your memory.
God damn. 91 Darby went insane. The switch up again is expertly executed.
What you got? What you got? I ain't got no money. That's too much my bag. I don't need a bodyguard.
That is a fire track. Like I said, I've heard that one before. A lot of you guys probably have heard it as well, because I do believe that he showed it to us during putting y'all on one day. That one is just flawless, basically. I think 91 Darby had the craziest verse. He was just that relentless, slower sort of flow that was kind of dragging, and it was just like such a the fact that it was just it was a pocket that you just weren't expecting with the beat that was at this tempo, and so it was just gritty, you know. And it was just like, I know the beat's doing this, but I'm going to do this, and I'm going to grab your attention, and you're going to pay attention to what I have to say. And it was just incredible, the fact that he kept it up for so long, and he was spitting some real bars in there, man. Like, look at this. Ready? Let's see. My soul's not for sale. How could I not prevail? Let's see. I keep it moving. I don't mind it. This ain't telekinesis. Moving with your mind. That's a fire ass bar. Don't care about your little wave. I'm a cruise ship. This one's pretty funny. Could take the food right off your grill like I'm a toothpick. That's a funny bar. It's just clever, you know. It's just crazy. The fact, his delivery, the confidence, the swagger, and the charisma. It was just like, it was all there. Production was fantastic. Nelson, Payne, and Dixie, you guys killed it. Yeah, this is a great track.
Hey! Welcome to the prologue, you've been waiting on for so long. Everything gone quiet, so calm. Energy before the storm gets so strong. Down, think I'm ready to take off. Count me down, keep it steady, then take off. Hit the ground.
Man, Dixie killed this.
Oh, now I wonder what's coming up next. It pulls me under. Should've stopped and take a rest. I guess we'll learn the hard way. Gotta remind myself to stay focused is tough. This feeling penultimate.
Oh, Parks just came in and made this his own, huh?
Teach them what it means to be prayed for, but still laid out. Need my pesos, so the payload. Taking my soul, seen the highs and the lows. Damn, hoping you won't be leaving me alone. Yeah.
Everybody ate on this one, but Parks just came in towards the end and just stole the show. That is fantastic. Yeah, this little bell sound, bell kind of a sound is fire. This beat sounds like, you know, the 808s are just so heavy, and the slides are so well executed. The drums are so crisp, and they hit so hard, but the melodies over the top are just like, again, kind of dystopian and post-apocalyptic and kind of chaotic, and you know, just it's like this I keep saying post-apocalyptic because the images that I have in my head are all like Mad Max, Book of Eli, you know, some sort of a terrible future where everything has gone wrong. Everything just sounds like it's eerie, and, you know, it's just a really dark kind of a tone, which is why I think that my favorite verse on this one was Parks, because, you know, he just kind of came in with a really great flow, but also that melodic kind of a performance, and just kind of had that effect on his vocals where it was like doubled, but one of them had a really neat filter over it, and it just sounded like it fit the production perfectly. I think it was great, but everybody did a great job on this one. And that's a relatively short track too. It's less than 3 minutes. So yeah, it's just really short and sweet. Awesome. Track 5, People Lie, Numbers 2. Wow, this is cool too. This one's cool because, like I said, that last track had the really dark sort of dystopian 1984 kind of melody to it. This one sounds more hopeful and kind of bright. It's like a change in direction in terms of the tone of the production, which I think is really cool. And even Dixie's verse, his performance, it's like the way that he's delivering the verse is very inspiring. It's very emotional. You know, it's this uplifting sort of hopeful for the future kind of a performance that I think is great. Parks is wavy, bro. Bro, Parks is nice, man. Yo, you guys are killing the vibes with the production too. Killing the vibes in the good way. Like you guys are nailing it. I love how everyone brings something different, man. Like Dan sounds great here. Wow, you guys nailed it there, man. Completely shifting the direction from like chaos and dystopia to hopeful and grandiose, you know, and majestic. It's a really nice change of pace, and it doesn't feel like it was a hard left, right? It feels like it was at the perfect time for you guys to pull out a vibe like this one, because we had gotten a couple tracks with you know, a darker kind of a tone. So the fact that this one sounds a little brighter, I love it. I think it came at the perfect time. Nelson, Payne, and Dan killed the production on that one. Man, I will say this. All of you guys are great. I love how everybody brings something different. Seba, you know, it just reminds me of Bareface with everything that he does. And Bareface is my favorite member of Brockhampton because he's just such a special talent. But I will say this. Something that I'm noticing is that Dixie and Parks are just so consistent, man. I think they've had verses on almost every single song, if not every song. Yeah, track 4, Parks and Dixie. On track 3, man, they've been on every single song, and every single time they've just been standing out. You know what I mean? They're very, very talented guys. And I love how everybody finds a way to work around each other's specific strengths. You know what I mean? Dixie and Parks, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that I see you guys. You guys are shit. You guys are nice with it, man. And Dan with the engineering, dude. Everything sounds so clean. I have no idea where I would begin to mix a song like this. Like all of the different melodies and the fact that you have some like white noise to make it sound a little bit more spacious and like it's wind whistling through the track and you know, all the counters and the fact that some have reverb and some don't, and the drums and how you make the, you know, the drums fit in with this really large sounding ambient track and still keep them hitting, you know, and the bass is, it's so thick and lush, and you did a great job here engineering this as well. So all the vocal mixes sound clean too. This is just, the fact that you guys did this over Discord is just unreal to me. I don't think that, you know, I don't want to say I don't think it's possible because I'm currently working on a tape in a similar fashion. We're not going to spend 2 years on it, but you know, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's hard. It is tough. And so props to you guys for doing it so well, man. Track 6 is Matte Black. Love the delay on this guitar.
I care what's next. I care about the rest. For me, it never seems to last. And I always wonder why the clock goes so fast. And I always wonder why the clock goes so fast. I stop it.
Damn, Seba. Wow. Dustin, you killed the production, bro. I feel like I should mention it. The Beelzebub bar is great. That's a clever way of mentioning your demons. Your own demons are turning into best friends. Beelzebub, that's a great reference.
The play can't go outside anyway. All this heavy weight, I'm the champion of dismay.
That was an interesting performance from Dixie there, man. Wow, look at the transition, dude. Dustin's just flexing, bro.
I'm tired. Inside me, it's time for my retirement.
Oh my god. Wait, no, those syncopated... Oh, shoot. I don't know if you guys could hear that. The cops just flew by my house, bro. It's not for me, luckily. The syncopated perks you got going on in the background, Dustin. Oh my god, man. Why would you do this to me, dude? Let me rewind this a little bit. And the way you panned them back and forth, too. I don't know if that was you or Dan when he did the engineering. But it's just so clever. So much bounce. You did a great job on the transition, dude.
Shit, I'm tired. Inside me, it's time for my retirement.
Dan just is sliding on this, man.
And I'll just have to do my best to keep trying. Cause I'm not sure who's holding all my time. It's serious, but my time, I'ma take it all back. I'm falling over on the relapse.
Yo, and the...
Pretty soon I'm a breaking collapse.
That open hat. That open hat is so shiny, bro.
I live in the sky and your phone screen blinded, but I can't run away.
Parks always understands the assignment, man. That's a creepy ass way to end it. Little devil, I need company. Why do you run from me? Please don't come for me. That's creepy as shit. Man, what a song. It's tough to believe that... I think that's the longest song of the project so far, and it's tough to believe that of all the songs we've heard, that one was produced by one person. You know, Dustin. It seems like all the transitions and all the different elements that you add and take away and bring back in at the right moments, you know, like that one open hat that's just shimmering. It's got such a nice brightness to it. The really atmospheric and spacey melodies that you have going on in the latter half of the track, the way that you transitioned into it with the really, you know, bouncy panned perks, you know, syncopated perks. It's just really well produced. We got a very interesting performance from Dixie, something different than what we've heard from him normally. I think he was really pushing himself to try and do something different here with how he was singing it. I'm not mad at it. I like how Seba starts the track off. Dan just came sliding right in with the beat switch, and he was just like immediately onto it. You know, he just completely nailed it. That's an awesome song as well. Track 7 is Ascension, produced by Dustin and Dan.
I'm gonna keep on living life, can't change my mind.
Let's go, Dan. I would have loved to hear more from you during this album, man.
That I do anything, there's a difference for real. And I'm working so hard just
Feeling
to
it.
stay here. What should it all?
Love the keys too.
I gotta keep going up.
Oh, Dustin's got some lyrics on this? Let's go.
You wonder why I never fly. These strings that keep me stuck out of the sky.
Love how you're using the same melodies as Dan.
Mention that my life just passed me by.
God damn.
Just to wear a new disguise. I've been stuck on
Holy
the
shit,
ground.
bro. Why is this the first time we hear from you on this album? This sounds awesome. How is this your first verse? Track 7. That's crazy, Dustin. Man, we need some Dustin vocals on the PYO tape now, too. He sounds so good.
It's time for real flight.
Wow, I love this. This sounds so good.
What if this weight ain't really ain't worth it? Moon to the earth, space died, I'm a search in emergency. I've been feeling this urgency, versus surge electricity. If I diverge from this normalcy, I'm sorry I've been in my bed.
Wow, this might be my favorite track. Yeah, I don't know how you guys got those vocals to sound so great, man. Especially with the part where it's just the people going singing, you know, oh, to transition into the faster paced portion of the track. Oh, the way everyone comes in and they're panned and they're singing the different. Oh, it sounds incredible. I think this is my favorite song. It's just everything about it is so consistent. I love that really unexpected, fast paced switch up towards the end, and I mean, Dixie was able to keep up with that just brilliantly. You know, that is a tough beat to rap over. It's so quick, and he just kept pace with the entire thing. It was very, very impressive. I loved hearing from Dustin vocally. I had no idea Dustin sounded so great, man. All you know, this entire time I've just been thinking of him like a producer, but it turns out this man is a full, you know, full well-rounded performer as well, which is crazy. So I would love to hear more from Dustin as well. Dan killed it, you know, with the intro to the track. I feel like I haven't really heard a lot from him. I feel like whenever he shows up, he's just got really short portions. And, you know, I think he sounds great. I would have loved to hear some more from him as well. You guys are going to have to work on another project, man. You guys sound great together. This is crazy. Another 2 years. There it goes. Track 8 is Stay. Love the sample. Starting the track with Dan. Let's go. I'm trying to be like you. Man, Dustin and Dan killed the production on this one too. It sounds so happy and uplifting. There Dustin goes again. It sounds awesome.
I can't help this, just go and call me selfish. I just wanna use us. I'll stay for you, so maybe, baby, could you stay with me?
Trying to walk where God wanted, can't take the climb right. Fucking me in my highs, dust me off of my lows. My grip to the fire, or abandoned, and I'm sorry. If I'm misunderstanding, then I'm sorry.
Damn, dude, what a awesome way to end it. Yeah, the project started off sounding really dark and kind of dystopian and chaotic and creepy sometimes and scary and rough and aggressive. And at some point there was like a transition. I think it was track 5, the second half of the album, where the beats suddenly became more ambient and hopeful and atmospheric and just brighter, therapeutic almost. You know, they just became more light, and I thought that was really cool. And you guys really stuck with that theme. You know, all the way up until Stay, where now we've got these really happy, bright sounding melodies going on, and these nice fast paced percussion, and in these, you know, cool, snappy, crispy drums with the really beautiful pads, and it just sounds like, you know, clouds parting and the sun shining through. Like this is just really well done. I think that you guys are a extremely talented group of individuals, man. The fact that most of this was engineered, I think all of it was engineered by Dan, at least from the credits that I'm seeing, you know, with every song here. I think all of them were engineered by Dan, which is crazy. The fact that this entire thing was engineered by a single person, and it sounds so good. It sounds so, you know, consistent, and it sounds so clean. You know, the fact that you have a bunch of people around the world who are sending in clean vocal recordings, who are sending in, you know, just high quality wave files to put everything together and make sure that everything sounds coherent. I mean, I don't know who arranged the songs. I'm assuming that that was also part of the engineering process. It's just, it must have taken forever. Well, actually it took about 2 years, but you know, what I mean is that it was a lot of work, and the fact that one person engineered all of it, props to you, Dan. And I also loved hearing from you as a performer on these tracks. Production wise, I mean, you guys just killed it. You know, I tried to point out all of my favorite little details in the production with every track. You guys, the versatility on here is really astounding. You know, sound selection was top notch. The sound design was great. Performance wise, I think that Seba, Dixie, and Parks really stood out to me a lot. I feel like they had a lot of participation. I think they showed up on every song, which is partially why they stood out to me, but also the fact that they were just really talented. They sound incredible. But I was also very surprised to find out that Dustin has vocals. Dustin's got pipes, and I am going to put him on the PYO tape. He's going to have to send in a verse at one point. I'm sorry, but I don't make the rules, man. I was very, very surprised to find out that Dustin had it in him to perform and sound so good. So this is a really great project. I really enjoyed sitting down and listening to it, and knowing the context behind it, how much work went into it, and the fact that this wasn't made in a studio with a bunch of people collaborating, you know, immediately right there with each other. This was made over the internet. I mean, you send files and it takes weeks to get them back. And it still sounds so coherent. It still sounds like one thing, one idea, one concept. It's great. Really great job, guys. Really great job. Everybody should definitely click the link in the description and check this out. It has dropped today. The day that this video drops is the day this album is releasing. You should definitely go and check it out. Show some support to Littleton. And yeah, man, stream the hell out of this. This is awesome music. I'm very happy with it. You know, thank you so much for sending this in and for asking me to listen to it. I enjoyed it. So everybody who clicked on the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed this album. I appreciate you guys. Support the channel any way that you see fit, and support these guys because they're doing great work. They're doing God's work out here. All right? Everybody stay safe out there. I'll see you guys later. Until then, peace out.